When I have peanut allergy, that will make me sick.
It's tough because other people don't take it seriously. I mean, it's not their kid, and they don't care. But for me, it's so personal, and my son could die. Walker was 9 months old when we learned that he was allergic to peanuts. We gave him eggs for breakfast one morning, and he had an allergic reaction to the eggs. His face broke out into hives and was all red and swollen. So we had to take him to an allergist. We had to make an appointment and take him to an allergist, and they gave him a skin graft test on his back, testing for common allergens for children, and he tested positive, severely positive, to peanuts. The boys were 4 and 2, a little older than 4 and 2, both of them, when we found out, maybe getting closer to 3 and 5. But we had to explain that Walker had an allergy, what an allergy was, what could happen to him, and even though they didn't understand at the time, again, what anaphylactic shock is, we had to, tell them that it was very severe and, that we were going to have to take steps. My mother really stepped up. She came through for us because during that time when they weren't in school, it was completely no peanut butter anymore, and they definitely missed it because it was a family favorite. So my mother would take them 2 or 3 times a week to her house for lunch and have called peanut butter dates. Basically, from the time that we could mention what food was and picture foods and picture books, we would say no peanuts for Walker. And when we get pictures of peanuts and show him exactly, it doesn't make any sense if you don't tell him exactly what a peanut is. Show him what a peanut is, what it looks like in the shell, what it looks like out of the shell, and common peanut products like peanut butter, Reese's peanut butter cups, Reese's Pieces, and things like that. As he got older, when we would go grocery shopping together, he would come with me down the aisles and we would point to products on the shelf, and I would say to him, does this have peanuts? And he would look at it and he would guess yes or no, and I would tell him what it would look like if it had peanuts in it. And then, certain packages like Reese's Pieces, because they look so much like M&Ms, and would say that these ones had peanuts but those ones don't. I have to screen his places that he goes, like school, and then if he gets invited to a party for a school friend, then I have to say, Walker can come if there aren't going to be any peanuts or peanut products served at your party. And then I just have to trust that those people will take care of it. He is going to a party in a couple weeks, and I talked to the other mother, and I said, Walker's allergic to peanuts, and she said, oh, I know, I got that taken care of already, and I was so relieved that she cared enough about it to take care of it originally. It is his disease. So that anybody who has a disease or an illness has to take care of it eventually by himself. Like Walker has to own this. There is going to be a point, and it's coming soon, that I'm going to have to let him out of my sight and know that he knows that he has a peanut allergy and take responsibility for it. So we try very hard to teach him that he does have this allergy. We try to tell him what would happen to him, although he's only 4 and he doesn't understand you could die. But to tell him that that he'll get very sick and that this is something that he has to take care of himself.